Year 6, so hopefully by now you've drawn a portrait in the style of the artist L.S. Lowry. So remember, this is in an industrial city, so there'll be lots of chimneys and smoke behind. You've already in the first week done a drawing of a Lowry street scene with many buildings in it. But this week we're going to put on the screen some photographs of Lowry's work, and you'll notice all the smoke billowing into the sky. So now that you've done your picture of one of Lowry's workers, in the surrounding area, in the background, behind the portrait, we're going to add in the industrial city, so the factories with smoke behind him, okay, or her if you decide to draw a woman. Okay, so you can start off by just using the point of your pencil to define where the factory chimneys are going to be. So maybe you have a building coming across, and some tall chimneys going up into the sky. Don't make them go too near to the top, because we're going to do some billowing smoke, some dark grey billowing smoke going through the air. Okay, so you might do perhaps 2 or 3 chimneys of different sizes, some bigger, some tall and thin like that. They can kind of be like silhouettes, you know, where you just shade them in. Now when you shade in, notice I've been doing with the point for definitions, and I can refine it. Then you can take your hand on top of the pencil and use the side of the pencil to do some shading, because that way it's smoother, it's not so pointy, is it? And it's also a bigger surface area, so you can fill it in quicker. So I've done some silhouettes of the chimneys behind the worker. Okay, now I'm going to do some billowing smoke. So again, use the side, the softer area, and we'll work in a circular motion. So decide where the wind is blowing. My wind is blowing from the left to the right. So the smoke is coming out the chimney and getting bigger as it dissolves into the air, polluting, I'm afraid, the atmosphere. And again over here, some smoky fumes coming up. I'm pushing down harder and softer so I can have some different range of tone, so dark and light tone. And as it gets up, it's getting bigger, billowing out like that. Okay. Now, if you have a black pen as well, you could work into it and just add some even darker, sooty bits of dark cloud. You could even add some other little details, like maybe some little simple birds. Remember, Lowry is famous for he painted matchstick cats and dogs. Music was written about him, wasn't it? So quite simple, the people and the animals. So I imagine if Lowry did birds, they'd probably be quite small like that. Okay, so you've added a background to your portrait. Carry on working for the rest of the lesson, and we look forward to coming over later when you go home and seeing what you've done and giving some house points for that. Okay, well done. Have a good lesson. Bye-bye.